Good afternoon, viewers. You are welcome once again to our online teaching series. Today we are going to take a look at a very simple question in physics. That is question number 14. We have a question here that a block of mass 3 kg on a smooth inclined plane of angle 30 degrees is connected by a cord over a small frictionless pulley to a second mass of 2 kg. Hanging vertically, calculate the acceleration of the system. Now, how do we solve this problem? Follow me as we solve this problem. Solution. Now, the first thing we do, let's get the parameters in the question. The parameters in the question, mass 1 is given to us there as 3 kg, which is the first mass, and the second mass, M2, is given to us as 2 kg as the second mass. And the angle of inclination, theta is equal to 30 degrees. Then next, we have to take a look at a diagram to illustrate the question. Now, we have an inclined plane. And the inclined plane has an angle of inclination 30 degrees. And we have here a body of mass on the inclined plane. And the body of mass, which is our M1, is equal to 3 kg. And by a cord, they said, over a frictionless pulley. It is over a frictionless pulley, and we have a second mass of M2 equal to 2 kg. Now, we should remember that this body of mass tends to fall down because of friction. Definitely it will come down. Remember what is happening. There is a force tending to pull it down the inclined plane. And that force tending to pull it down the inclined plane will be mg sine theta. That is the force parallel to the plane. And now here, remember, we have a rope. Now, this is the cord. The cord is attached over the pulley. Now, let's say this is the pulley. Over the pulley to yet another mass. So here there will be a tension T, and there will also be a tension T here in the string. Now, let's say here we have tension T2, and here we have tension T1. Now, let us resolve. Let us start with the first mass, M2 here. Remember, M2, the weight of M2 is acting vertically downward. The weight of mass M2 will be equal to M2G. And here also. Now, let us take a look at it. This body, the acceleration is down this way. So, my weight, which is my M2G minus the tension T2 will be equal to M2A. If we make T2 the subject of the formula, our T2 now will be equal to M2G minus M2A. Let this become our equation number 1. Now, let us go over to the second mass. For the second mass now, let's go over to the second mass. For the second mass here now, take a look at, since the system is accelerating this way, so T1 minus M1G. This one you see here is also a force. M2mg, that we were talking about M1. So we have M1G sine theta. So we have here now T1 tending to pull the object, the mass M1, up the plane will be minus this force here tending to pull it downward, mg sine theta. So we have minus mg sine theta, and that will be equal to m1a. Now here, if we make T1 the subject, it will be equal to m1a plus mg sine theta. So now this becomes our equation 2. But we should recall that tension in a constant strain in a constant string or chord, constant chord is equal. That is to say, T1 is equal to T2. So if that is from here, our equation 1, from equation 1 we have T2 equal to this. So it means that my T1 from equation 2. So my T1 is equal to M1A plus mg sine theta. That will be equal to our T2, we have it here as M2G minus M2A. So that will be equal to M2G minus M2A. Now let's take like terms. If we take like terms now, we'll have M1A, when M2A come over here, becomes plus M2A. And that will be equal to, when mg sine theta come here, becomes M2G minus mg sine theta. This is what we are looking for, the acceleration. So if we make acceleration that is common here, the subject, into m1 plus m2, that will be equal to m2g minus mg sine theta. So therefore, the acceleration of the system now will be equal to m2g minus mg sine theta divided by m1 plus m2. So that automatically gives us equal to, our m2 is given to us as 2. So 2 times acceleration, which is 10, minus our m1 is given to us there as 3 times 10 times sine 30 degrees divided by m1 is 2 plus our m1 is 2 and our m2 is what? 3. So that will be equal to 2 times 10 is 20 minus 30 times sine 30 divided by 5. So automatically that is going to give us, we have here as 20 minus sine 30 there is what? Our sine 30 is equal to 0.5. So it will be minus 0.5 times 30. So automatically divide by 5. This now will be equal to 20 minus 15 divided by 5. And obviously that will be 5 all over 5. Therefore, the acceleration of the system is equal to 1 meters per second squared. So this is the acceleration of the system. I believe the explanation is quite understandable. Take advantage of this video, do more work, do more research by yourself, and I believe it will be a thing of the past. Thank you very much. See you in our next video. Bye.